Trail users are celebrating that the Upper Rogue River Trail is open for the first time in over a decade. But not long ago, it looked like this 40-mile national recreation trail just outside of Crater Lake National Park had been written off and would fade from the landscape.
My involvement with the Upper Rogue started in the fall of 2021. The trail had been essentially abandoned, and it was a mess. It was a huge, huge mess.
The trail represents a great asset for the community. It connects Union Creek all the way to Diamond Lake. There's lots of access along the way.
It's open to pedestrians only, but it does have some diversity in primitive areas on the northern stretches, and it's more developed areas near Union Creek Resort.
As with many of our national recreation trails throughout Southwest Oregon, Northwest California, by the mid-aughts, the trail was in really bad shape. I connected with Jeremy Long at Daybreak Racing, and he spoke to his experience and finding the trail because he was looking for a place to run.
You know, there was a new recreation program manager, Lance Sargent, and he had a significant role. The Upper Rogue became a priority, and there's been funding and support for the work that's happening there. Our original mission was just to clear the down logs. We couldn't even look at the brush or tread problems. It was simply trying to identify where the trail was and then clear a path through all the down logs that were there. At the time, it seemed like an extremely unreachable goal because we were working through the National Creek burn scar and encountering hundreds, if not, thousands of logs down. In 2020, Daybreak was able to host their first trail race along the Upper Rogue, which is a major milestone. And that momentum continued to grow and affect larger and larger sections of the trail. We had Siskiyou Mountain Club staff and volunteers alongside Daybreak Racing volunteers and a limited Forest Service trail crew that were really focused on opening the trail from end to end. And that finally happened. We kind of were going beyond triage of just trying to cut out the logs. We're actually making progress on restoring the trail to its original glory.
This has definitely been a volunteer and community-driven project. We wouldn't have been able to get the trail open without their hard work.
We're really more in the maintenance phase now than the restoration phase, but it's still a lot of work to keep logs cut out. That northernmost section of trail, you can count on a couple hundred logs down per year, particularly in the burn scar from the National Creek Fire.
We are at this point where, okay, you got from A to Z, the whole thing is opened up, which presents an opportunity to put it on a maintenance regime to keep it from falling into the same state that we found it in back when we started working on the trail. But there's no funds for it. We had been working off of some agreements that were funded by the Great American Outdoors Act, and presently, Congress hasn't renewed those funds. It would be a real shame if the trail got to this point and then 3 or 4 seasons goes by and that's all that it would take for it to be in really bad shape again. I really encourage people to go hike the trail, hike a section of it, hike the whole thing. It goes a long way. If the community goes out there and uses it and they take good care of it, then I think that really helps the long-term outlook of the trail. It makes it easier to invest in.
If you're looking for a short day hike, maybe check out the Natural Bridge area. And maybe if you're looking for a longer day hike, check out the section of trail between the County Line Trailhead and Hammaker Meadows. If you're looking for more of a developed experience or campground, maybe look towards Union Creek Campground. Great place to visit.